All right, so it is day 3 now of the bug out event, and yesterday or last night I tried my best to get the shiny Paris off of the regular lure module, but I didn't get any luck getting any. So I decided that I would go out for a walk today and try to get some, just to go and try to catch Pokemon anyway. My goal is to try to get the shiny Sizzlipede. That's the main feature of the event. Now, speaking of Scorbunny, look at that. Well, I say speaking of Scorbunny in reference to the Calm Day video. But I decided that I would go out for a walk to try to see if I can get any Sizzlipede shinies, or try to get something else shiny, probably. It's a little bit windy today. Let me go ahead and drop an incense while I'm at it, and then we'll see what we can catch. I'm also gonna see if I can tomorrow, as of recording. Yeah, the GoPro keeps shutting off, or not shutting off, but it keeps stopping the recording, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it as much as possible. So as I was saying before the recording stopped a little bit ago, I'm gonna try my best to go out for a walk tomorrow as well. I do have a movie that I'm gonna go see, the Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. Then I'll try to do something. If not, then I'll just have to wait until at least Sunday, because Saturday I work and Monday is the last day of the event and I work until 8 o'clock, so that's going to be impossible to do. And then from today until Saturday, we have Cutie Fly that should be spawning more with the lure modules. They're not spawning more, but they are spawning with the lure modules. But since I'm going out for a walk, I'm not going to be able to stay still in one spot and farm with a couple of Pokestops and trying to get the shiny that way. So for that, I'll just wait until I get home, where I'm sitting right on top of a Pokespot and just try to farm it there. And it's going to be the same thing with Combi as well, from Saturday to Monday. But Combi is the one that I for sure want to try to get shiny, especially the female one, because as I mentioned in the other video, I would like to try to get a female Combi to evolve, or a shiny female Combi to evolve it into a Vespiquen, which we all know is a pretty rare Pokemon. But I'm just gonna focus on doing one lap around this neighborhood today, just to see if I can get something. Again, anything is great, whether it's a shiny Paris or a shiny Centiskorch, or not Centiskorch, but Sizzlipede. I think the Sizzlipede would be the best thing to try to get today. I don't really care about the other ones. Like if I get a shiny Paris or a shiny Cutie Fly or something else that isn't a Sizzlipede, I'm fine with that. But the biggest goal is to try to get the Sizzlipede. If I can get 2, even better. So that way I can at least evolve one into a Centiskorch and have one of each. I also would not mind a couple of shiny Wurmple, because I do have a couple of other ones that I haven't evolved yet. I think I have 3 in total, but one of them is a party hat one. And the other 2 I haven't evolved because I'm not sure what they would evolve into, because it is random, and I would like to get one Silcoon, one Cascoon in order to try to get each of the fully evolved forms from both sides of the branch. Oh, yo, look at that. Wow. And I noticed it right away. I'm like, man, that looks a little more on the green side. Oh man, that's cool. I think this is my first one. This is my first shiny Joltik. I almost forgot its name. Dude, that's nice. Yeah, it's my first one. Look at that. Dude, not bad. Okay. That was literally like 2 minutes after saying, oh yeah, I want to get shiny this and that. I didn't even consider Joltik. Terrible IVs, but a shiny is a shiny, no matter what its stats look like. And now I just need that kind of shiny luck with everything else. Oh, you know what would be really cool? A shiny Skorupi. That would be pretty cool. I think I have one, but I'd like a second one if I already have a first one, so that I can get a living dex of that too, obviously. I think I would also need at least one more shiny Caterpie, so that I can evolve 2 of them all the way up to Butterfree, one of them, and then the other one to a Metapod, and have the shiny family for that one. Not shiny this time. Oh, you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and do the blip bug raid. I didn't realize that it was appearing in raids right now. Actually, it is part of the go pass for the bug out event, but I haven't looked at the rewards yet. I'll take a seat here on the bench. Hello. Hello. What's going on? I was gonna commentate a little bit on the raid, but then his dog approached me and was a little curious about me, so I figured that I would just not be awkward and say hi to the dog and talk to the guy for a minute. But yeah, so this will be the first blip bug. Let me put this down for a second. This will be the first blip bug of this event. The first one I've ever caught. Oh no, it didn't stay. You know, that's one thing too that I want to do a video on, is to do like a quick like top 5 best like tips and tricks for Pokemon Go for, you know, for quality of life, like to make you as a player get the most out of the game, because there are some things in here that make catching Pokemon a little bit easier and organization a little bit easier, such as like the quick catch and the way that that you can actually tell if you're gonna catch a Pokemon before you catch or don't catch a Pokemon. It's very interesting. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but I'll say that for a video. Let's go ahead and check out the blip bug. So here we are at 198 CP. Okay, not bad. It's an 87%, so, or yeah, 87%. So not bad. I'm gonna keep that one for now since it is the only one and the best one that I have. But I will do my best to try to catch maybe a couple more if there are. Let's see, I think that one is that one's a Cleavor over there in the background. So I'm not gonna worry about that one too much. And then let's see who's inviting me to a raid and what kind of, oh no, wait, what? Okay, the raid disappeared. All right, I guess they didn't wanna invite me then. Well, let's do some other shiny checks while we're here, and then we'll just continue with the walk. All right, so that's gonna do it for the checks here. I'm gonna go ahead and continue and see what other shinies we might be able to find today. Well, that's just terrific. I stepped on a twig of all things, and one of the little pieces that like pokes out of it, I stepped right on it with my shoe and it poked a hole right through it, right through the sole. Unbelievable. Now I'm definitely gonna have to get new shoes. So it doesn't seem that I'm gonna catch any more shiny Pokemon. I'm already pulling up here where I'm parked at. So once I get in my car, I'll just do a couple quick checks, and then if there's not a shiny, then we'll just move on to day 2. If there isn't, I'll show the clip, obviously, but chances are I'm not gonna find anything. All right, so far for day 3, not too bad. I ended up getting getting a shiny Pokemon. It wasn't a Pokemon that I was exactly targeting, but any shiny Pokemon is always a win. And it being a Joltik and it being my first one I think it was pretty cool. So let's hope that for the rest of the event, whenever I do, whatever I can play, that I do get lucky and get something else. Hopefully this is Luckier, so that way I can at least check that off of the list. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to the next day. Yeah, I didn't catch anything. See you in the next one.